what you say. I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at.
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Los Angeles Chargers. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game.
Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Looking to throw right away is Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Grant. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Man, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Running on first. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And I get square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game, but I always wonder about the nerves and people starting, the emotions of the game. Sometimes it takes a little while for that to play out and for them to settle in. Let's hope that that's taken care of now.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
Now that's on the guard, Wyatt Teller. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And Chubb will try the middle here. Uses the stiff arm. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Watson off play action. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 23. A gain of 22. Here's Chubb on the read option. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
Oh, Chubb fumbled it and picked up by the Chargers. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. Backbreaker, that'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Browns drive about to get started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Off of play action, it's Watson. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 27 yards there, a first down. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Here's 2nd and 9. Up the middle, it's Chubb. So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
From the red zone now, Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this.
And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away and could cost them a ball game?
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
How about this offense? Already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive. It's certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try pressure advantage.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Play action. It's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That goes for a gain of 31.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Drops it off for Chubb. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
If this were baseball, we call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
On 4th down, Watson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Tackled by Jordan Elliott.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 14-0.
Makes the score. Chargers 14. Browns nothing.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter, you get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Here's Watson to run with it.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. From the 50, it's Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Here's Chubb on the read option. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Back to throw, Watson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And this is caught by Williams. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Herbert off of play action. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now a first carry for their fullback. And a short gain down to about the 33. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think
and this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns will take over here just shy of the 30. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 50 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 148 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now Watson. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Quick throw completed by Watson. Touchdown, Browns. David Njoku. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. The Charger drive about to get going. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop it for a loss of 4.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. He can only get a yard after all that. It's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on second down. Herbert steps away to his left. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's complete to John Ross. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Herbert now.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
After the interception, here's Watson. He's got the connection to Cooper.
Finding room at midfield. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They go up the middle with Chubb, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Second and 9. Watson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
The Charger drive about to get going.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for L.A. 56 yards.
But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
Up the middle with Eckler. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Chargers. Jared Everett from 6 yards away.
And the Chargers are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Hopkins with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Grant. He will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trimmed that lead down to just 2 scores.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. Zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
The Charger drive about to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. It's Eckler again. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing it up 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Returnable for Grant. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson.
Going up top. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by J.C. Jackson.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
The Charger drive about to get going. They started on the ground with Eckler. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. They find some open field here. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Nice 3rd down conversion at even 20 yards.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
40 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get it behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
Here comes Grant on the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. One last throw here for Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, 1 man down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
Dollar. Hey. DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions. Here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring them in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD baby, no that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this.